and Biden spied on my campaign. It's never happened in history. If it were the other way around, the people would be in jail for 50 years right now. That would be Comey, that would be Brennan, that would be all of this, the two lovers, Strzok and Page. They would be in jail now for many, many years.
Well, he's absolutely right, President Trump was. When you play a role in weaponizing the FBI against political foes with no evidence to do so, you should go to prison. It's clear to me. But that's not what happened. Former FBI lawyer Kevin Kleinsmith received 1 year probation and a bunch of community service for doctoring really, a document to show Trump campaign advisor Carter Page was, quote, not a source for the CIA when the CIA indicated otherwise. That little detail there, that bogus document, was used by those rogue FBI agents hell-bent on getting ginned-up Russian collusion allegations against President Trump to stick. Well, it was used to justify surveillance of Carter Page, an American citizen, an innocent American citizen, a man whose life was nearly destroyed over the accusations. It is the first case to be brought by Special Prosecutor John Durham, tasked with investigating the origins of the fake Russian collusion investigation. Prosecutors argued for more prison time. Actually, they just argued for prison time. The judge said, nope, probation. What a double standard. A guy like low-level campaign aide George Papadopoulos goes to prison, and General Michael Flynn was about to go to prison. President Trump pardoned both of them, thankfully. Yet an agent of the government altering documents to politically persecute an innocent American citizen, he gets probation. It's unreal. So I will not be satisfied. I'm sure the President Trump will not be satisfied until we get more convictions and the truth about who concocted the Russian collusion hoax from Special Prosecutor John Durham. That's what we want from him. So please, sir, speed this investigation up. That story is proof for the left. It's all about cheating and abusing the system, using it for their own political gain. I firmly believe the mail-in ballots fit that mold. During the presidential election especially, the Democrats have now introduced legislation to allow all registered voters to have the option to vote from home. It is no secret they want to expand mail-in ballots and forget about potential voter fraud. For them, it's a numbers game. If anyone can vote from their couch in their mom's basement, they will overwhelm us with sheer numbers. That's a fact. I hate to say it. This is the conclusion of the left's plan. Promise lots of free stuff, government checks, increase wages, they want to raise the minimum wage, and then institute mass mail-in vote schemes where even the lazy don't have to make it to the polls. Here is the key. I actually think this legislation is unconstitutional. For the presidential election, I am sure it is. It is up to the states to decide how voter law and how they pick their electors should be made. It is not up to Congress, but that will not stop these Democrats from trying to get away with it. All right, I want to bring in now senior advisor for the Trump 2020 campaign and 2016 campaigns, our friend Corey Lewandowski. Corey, great to have you back on the show.
Thank you for having me back. What you just outlined should be so disturbing for every American that a government official abused his power, used his badge and his gun as an FBI agent to go and violate the Fourth Amendment and to start spying on an American citizen, not because they thought Carter Page was a criminal, but because they didn't like his politics and they didn't like who he supported running for office. This is what happens in third world dictatorships if they're lucky. Look, the fact that this happened in this country and we didn't so much as disbar this individual, we didn't take away his pension, we gave him a year's probation, maybe we should have just taken away his library card and called it even. I mean, this was a Trump individual who had done this to the Obama administration or to the incoming Biden administration. This person would be in jail for the rest of their lives, and rightfully so. Nobody to this day has truly been held accountable at the FBI for lying to the FISA court. Not Jim Comey, not Clapper, not Brennan, not McCabe. None of them have been held accountable, and we know that this whole thing was a made-up, fake story that came from Hillary Clinton's staffer to justify why they lost the election.
In many respects, him sitting on this investigation, Durham I'm talking about, may have cost the president this election, because I promise you, the truth will come out, and this goes straight to the top of the Democrat Party. Joe Biden is there. Obama is there. You got Susan Rice now, who's running the White House. All of them involved. And he never came out with the results of this investigation. Now we're starting to get drips and drabs. You think we'll ever get the true story, Corey, from him?
You know, I hope so. But the truth is, we know that on January 5th of 2017, after Donald Trump won the presidency, but before he was sworn in, there was a meeting in the Oval Office that Comey, Clapper, Brennan, McCabe, Biden, Obama, Susan Rice, they were all in it. And what they said was, hey, don't break the law, but we know this whole thing is a hoax. So for the last 4 years, not once did Joe Biden have the tenacity or the temerity to step forward and say, the whole thing was a fraud. The whole Russia collusion narrative was made up. No, instead he put the country through an impeachment trial of President Trump, saw a president get impeached for something which he knew was not factually accurate, but never once did Joe Biden, the current president of the United States, have the tenacity to stand up and tell the American people that what they were hearing from the left was a total farce. I don't think we're going to ever get to the bottom of this, because the people in power have too much to lose, and that includes going right to the top at Joe Biden.
You just watched Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news channel, now in more than 70 million homes.